Kolhapur Group welcomes all participants of Uttarakhand and Maharashtra Directorate to this small presentation on the history of Maharashtra. Maharashtra, a land of brave warriors. Maharashtra, the name itself means a great state or nation. All through human habitation long existed in Maharashtra since the Stone Age. Its known history dates back to the 4th century BC. Maharashtra was historically the name of a region which consisted of Aparanta, Vidarbha, Mulak, Asaka or Ashmaka and the Kuntala Janapadas. The tribal communities of the Bhil people inhabited this area, also known as Dandakaranya. In ancient times, there was also an ancient race called Ratha or Ratha in Marathi, who referred to themselves as Maharatha. The name Maharashtra first appeared in the 7th century in the account of a contemporary Chinese traveler, Hyun Sang. Let us now get acquainted with the history of Maharashtra a little bit more. The antiquity of human habitation in Maharashtra goes back to the Stone Age period, about 1.27 million years ago. Chalcolithic sites belonging to the Jorwe culture between 1300 to 700 BCE have been discovered throughout the state. Of this, the site of Inamgaon has been extensively excavated. During the early historical period, some parts of Maharashtra came under the Asaka or Asmaka Mahajanapada. The Asaka or Asmaka Mahajanapada was one of the 16 Mahajanapadas which held major political power in the Indian subcontinent. From the 4th and 3rd century BC, the region of present-day Maharashtra was ruled by the Mauryan Empire. After the death of Ashoka the Great, the Maurya Empire fell into decline. This saw the rise of Pushyamitra Shunga, an erstwhile general in the Mauryan army, as the new leader and founder of the Shunga dynasty. However, Shunga dynasty soon had to deal with the Greeks and other challengers from the north. Around 230 BC, the area of Maharashtra was taken over by the Shatavahana dynasty, which ruled the region for 400 years. A notable ruler of the Satvahana dynasty was Gautami Putra Shatakarni, who defeated the Shaka invaders from the north. The inscriptions of Shatavahana are found in the Nashik caves, a hoard of the gold coins which were struck and restruck during the constant conflict between Gautami Putra Shatakarni and the Scythian ruler Nahapana.
गुजरात रीजन में 400 सालों के लिए साका डायनास्टी ने शासन किया और महाराष्ट्र सातवाहना डायनास्टी के हाथों में रहा 3rd सेंचुरी तक। साका डायनास्टी के बारे में ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन हिस्ट्री में अवेलेबल नहीं है। सातवाहना डायनास्टी ने एक अच्छा पीसफुल एम्पायर खड़ा किया दक्खन में। ये डायनास्टी प्रेजेंट डे महाराष्ट्र, तेलंगाना और आंध्र प्रदेश के कुछ हिस्सों में फैली हुई थी। सातवाहना डायनास्टी ने ही प्राकृत लैंग्वेज, जिससे आगे मराठी लैंग्वेज बनी है, उसको एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में प्रेफरेंस दिया।
After the Satavahana dynasty, from 250 to 500 BC, the Vakataka dynasty ruled this area. This is when the Ajanta and Ellora caves were built.
Between 543 and 753 CE, the Badami Chalukya dynasty ruled. These were the first Hindu kings of Maharashtra. They promoted culture and literature as a dharma towards their subjects.
From the 6th century CE to the 8th century, the Chalukya dynasty ruled Maharashtra. Two prominent rulers of this dynasty were Pulakeshi II, who defeated the North Indian Emperor Harshavardhana, and Vikramaditya II, who defeated Arab invaders in the 8th.
The name Maharashtra first appeared in 7th century around 643 CE in the accounts of contemporary Chinese traveller Yuan Sang. (753 to 982 CE) was a time period of the Rashtrakuta dynasty. It was a period of major strife but also a lot of cultural and architectural advances.
The Kailash Natha temple, one of the 34 cave temples and monasteries known collectively as the Ellora caves, was built during the 8th century CE by the Rashtrakuta king Krishna I.
The first Marathi inscription was found on the foot of the Bahubali statue in Shravan-Belagola. It may have been etched in 981 CE. The etching in Marathi was Chavundraye Karaviyale. It means done by Chavundrai.
From the early 11th century to the 12th century, the Deccan Plateau, including a large part of Maharashtra, was dominated by the Western Chalukya or the Kalyani Chalukya Empire and the Chola dynasty. Between 800 and 1200 CE, parts of Western Maharashtra, including the Konkan region of Maharashtra, were ruled by different Shilahara houses based in North Konkan, South Konkan, and Kolhapur, respectively.
Then came a very significant phase for Maharashtra and the Marathi language. Between 1189 to 1310 CE, the Deccan was under the Yadav dynasty of Devagiri. In this period, arts and literature, along with architecture, was encouraged by the kings. The Yadavas patronized Marathi, which was their court language.
The Yadavas of Devagiri dynasty at its peak ruled a kingdom stretching from the Tungabhadra to the Narmada rivers, including the present-day Maharashtra, North Karnataka, and parts of Madhya Pradesh. Its capital was at Devagiri, which is present-day Daulatabad in modern Maharashtra near Aurangabad. The Yadavas initially ruled as the feudatories of the Western Chalukyas. Around the middle of the 12th century, as Chalukya power waned, the Yadavas declared independence. Some historians have claimed the Yadava dynasty to be the first true Maratha empire. The Yadavas' rule reached its peak under Singhana II. They were the first rulers who used Marathi as their court language. The Yadava capital Devagiri became a magnet for learned scholars in Marathi to showcase and find patronage for their skills. The origin and growth of Marathi literature is directly linked with the rise of the Yadava dynasty.
At a fairly young age, Sant Jnaneshwar wrote Amrutanubhav and Bhavar Deepika in Marathi. Bhavar Deepika, popularly known as Jnaneshwari, was a commentary on the Bhagavad Gita. This could have been the first complete Marathi literature. The news of prosperity of the Deccan and South had travelled far and wide up north. The floodgates to the hordes of the Islamic invaders finally opened. In 1296, Alauddin Khilji became the first to step into the Deccan and defeat the Yadavs. This was a massive loot, and Alauddin Khilji carried away a huge booty.
Later, Muhammad bin Tughlaq conquered parts of the Deccan and temporarily shifted his capital from Delhi to Daulatabad in Maharashtra. After the collapse of the Tughlaqs in 1347 CE, the breakaway Bahmani Sultanate governed the region for the next 150 years from Gulbarga and later from Bidar.
The Bahmani Sultanate further broke up into 5 different sultanates. The Adil Shahi Sultanate from Bijapur. They were mainly Shia Muslims. The Imad Shahi Sultanate from Berar or Vidarbha. These were Hindus converted to Islam. The Qutub Shahi Sultanate was from Golconda. They were of Turkish descent. The Barid Shahi Sultanate was from Bidar and was founded by the Turkish slave Qasim Barid. The Nizam Shahi Sultanate was from Ahmednagar and was founded by an Indian Muslim.
The Deccan kingdoms were eventually absorbed by the Mughal Empire or by the emerging Maratha forces in the second half of the 17th century. The decline of Islamic rule in Deccan started when Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj founded the Maratha Empire by annexing a portion of the Bijapur Sultanate in 1674. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj later led rebellions against the Mughals, becoming a symbol of Hindu resistance and self-rule. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was the founder of the modern Maratha Empire. His policies were instrumental in forging a distinct identity for the Marathi-speaking people. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was an able administrator and established a government that included such modern concepts as a cabinet, Ashtapradhana Mandala, foreign affairs, Dabir, and internal intelligence. He established an effective civil and military administration, built a powerful navy, and erected new forts and strengthened old ones on the west coast of Maharashtra. After the death of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb launched an attack on the Marathas that led to a war lasting 27 years. The death of Aurangzeb in 1707 ended the war and initiated the decline of the Mughal Empire. During much of the 18th century, the Peshwas belonging to the Bhatt Deshmukh Marathi Chitpavan Brahmin family controlled the Maratha army and later became the hereditary heads of the Maratha Empire from 1749 to 1818. During their reign, the Maratha Empire reached its zenith in 1760, dominating most of the Indian subcontinent. In 1775, the East India Company intervened in a Peshwa family succession struggle in Pune, leading to the First Anglo-Maratha War, which resulted in a Maratha victory. The East India Company controlled Mumbai beginning in the 17th century and used it as one of their main trading posts. The company slowly expanded areas under its rule during the 18th century. Their conquest of Maharashtra was completed in 1818 with the defeat of Peshwa Bajirao II in the Third Anglo-Maratha War. The British ruled for more than a century and brought the huge changes in every aspect of life for the people of the Maharashtra region. Areas that correspond to present-day Maharashtra were under direct or indirect British rule, first under the East India Company and then from 1858 under the British Crown. During this era, the Maharashtra region era was divided into the Bombay Presidency, Berar, Central Provinces, Hyderabad State and various princely states such as Kolhapur and Meerut. People from Maharashtra played an important part in the social and religious reform movements as well as the nationalist movement of the late 19th and early 20th century. After India's independence, the Deccan states, including Kolhapur, were integrated into the Bombay state, which was created from the former Bombay Presidency in 1950. In 1956, the states Reorganization Act reorganized the Indian states along linguistic lines, and Bombay state was enlarged by the addition of the predominantly Marathi-speaking regions of Marathwada, Aurangabad division from erstwhile Hyderabad state and Vidarbha region from the central provinces and Berar. The southernmost part of Bombay state was ceded to Mysore. The present state of Maharashtra came into being on 1st May 1960 with Congress party's Yashwantrao Chauhan being the first chief minister of the state.
The state of Bombay ceases to exist from the 1st of May 1960. Its place has been taken by two states, Maharashtra with its capital at Bombay, Gujarat with its capital at Ahmedabad for the time being. Community prayers at Bombay's Cross Maidan marked the opening of the 5-day celebrations to usher in the new state of Maharashtra. Now to Shivneri, the birthplace of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. People have to walk up a steep hill to reach the place where one of India's most illustrious sons was born 333 years ago. Near the house in the Shivneri fort where Shivaji was born, Chief Minister Chauhan unveils a statue of the Chhatrapati as a boy with his mother Jijamata. On the afternoon of the 30th of April, a mammoth procession starts from the working class area of Bombay. Tableaus depict incidents from the life of Shivaji Maharaj and the history of Maharashtra. The procession wends its way to Shivaji Park. Prime Minister Nehru acknowledges the greetings of lakhs of people assembled on this memorable occasion. Mr. Nehru appeals to the people to serve Sanyukta Bharat through Sanyukta Maharashtra. At a midnight function held on the lawns of Raj Bhavan, a map of Maharashtra is unveiled to mark the birth of the new state. On the morning of the 1st of May, at a special ceremony at Sachivalaya, Mr. Y.B. Chauhan is sworn in as Chief Minister of Maharashtra. The new cabinet has 14 ministers. There are besides 12 deputy ministers. At a colorful police statue, scenes from the famous Battle of Siungad are enacted. For 5 days, illuminations all over Bombay symbolized the festive spirit.
Thus starts the saga of Maharashtra. In the last 20 minutes or so, we have made an humble attempt to compress 2000 years of the existence of Maharashtra state.